So, welcome back, everyone. Today, we are going to talk about Vinicius' situation. The background is Vinicius got racially abused by fans when he was playing for Real Madrid, and he also got sent off because someone tried to choke him. He punched them to get free, and then he got sent off. And all the VAR referees got fired because when the referee came to check, they didn't show him the clip of where the player was choking Vinicius. They only showed him where he retaliated. So basically, they showed bias towards Vinicius. I don't know if it was racism or I don't know the background behind it. And why did they do it? But the referees were fired because they showed bias which they shouldn't have. Vinicius is a very annoying player. He celebrates really obnoxiously, but that's his right. It's his right to it's his right to celebrate and be as annoying as he wants, and there isn't any room for racism. Like, there isn't any good reason to be racist. This is my opinion, but you can be abusive to play. I love the banter, being booing the players, saying their shit. They don't know how to play, making fun of the players. But make fun of the players, I have no issue with that. But being racist is completely different. They're two completely different things. Sledging or booing, saying your shit, you don't know how to play, you cost too much, that's all okay. I believe that fans should always bully players, and it always support their team. That I'm not against abuse in football. I'm against racism in football. You can be as abusive as you want, but you shouldn't be racist towards an individual. You shouldn't be abusing a footballer just because he's black or he's white or he's brown or where he came from. You should abuse him because you just hate him because he's better. Or you should abuse him. I don't like I care about why they're abusing him. They shouldn't call him a monkey. They should call him a useless player. You should call him a pace merchant or something like that. That that's I believe, this is my opinion. Again, I'm saying the same thing. But abuse is okay. Racism is not. There's a difference between that. That it sounds really bad, but it's part of football. That whenever you're going into another stadium, you should feel like you're in a pressure cooker. You shouldn't be relaxed. You shouldn't be like, damn, this is a great environment. You should always be like in that pressure that everyone hates me here, without racism. Like, this can be done without racism. When someone comes to Liverpool, it's never like it's never, the teams just never feels like they are being welcomed. But we are not racist towards them. We don't like them. So, okay, back to the topic is that racism towards Vinicius was uncalled for. Racism in any circumstance isn't right. It's 2023, and still our main issue with the beautiful game is racism. Like, we have been using Black Lives Matter and no racism. Those are bullshit things that are just to satisfy the public that, damn, we are doing something for racism. Public, please see, we are doing something for racism. We are wearing a badge. We are kneeling down and saying Black Lives Matter. It's all a scam. Those they always want to talk, they always want to say, we condemn racism, we support, or we support everyone to play the game, and then after that what they will do? Nothing. I don't get the point of banning a person from stadium. It's completely useless. It doesn't solve literally anything. When the point comes when the league wants to solve racism, they'll start punishing the club. As soon as they start punishing the clubs will deal with the racist really harshly. Right now, if you are racist, you call Vinicius a monkey, you call him the n-word, you call him bro, you call him anything. Now what will the clubs do? They'll be like, we'll ban you. 1 year ban, permanent ban. That isn't the point. The point is that this racially abuse them, and what do they get? Banned from the stadium. It doesn't solve anything. First, what you have to do is either points reduction for this club or empty stadium. As soon as it affects the bottom line, as soon as the clubs think that if someone is racist, my whole stadium's income will not be there. If someone is racist, I lose 3 points and get relegated. Then only they'll act. Right now, there are enough cameras in the stadium where if a footballer has his an atom of his nose ahead offside, you can detect that. But see, they can do that. It's amazing that even if an atom like this much part is offside, they can detect that. But what they can't detect is people. You can't be like warning, warning, don't do racism. Like if they were that smart that they would be like, oh shit, there's a speaker warning for racism. I won't do racism ever again. So or like I'm going to get banned from the stadium. I won't do racism again. If if it was like that, then racism would have ended by now. But it isn't like that. What you have to do is as soon as someone is racist, you can't be like wait for the end of the match and then kick them out. As soon as they're racist, send the security, take them out, and kick them out of the stadium. It isn't that deep. It isn't that deep. You can easily see who's there are enough microphones, there are enough cameras throughout the stadium that you can easily identify and remove them. But you have to take a serious stance on it. You can't be like, I the only thing I'm willing to do is wear a badge and kneel to stop racism. I won't take any action. Like it's time to stop all of this bullshit, Black Lives Matter, and stop racism and start acting on it. Like, okay, Vinicius Junior. Another thing is that Vinicius Junior reacted. It did exactly what the racists wanted to happen. First thing, that it should never come in the media. That the clubs should act but never recognize that something happened. Like tell Vinicius that we remove the players, but telling them, but posting news saying that they called him something, they did racism, they are bad. It's directly playing into what they want you to do. They want that attention. They want you to say that they were racist, that they affected Vinicius, that they caused him not to perform and score on their team. They want that. So first thing, don't give them attention. If you just punish them and ignore it. If you're hunting for glory, you want to post that we stopped racism, we banned this person, we did this, we did that. It's exactly doing what they want. They want that attention, and you're giving it to them. You're feeding into their hunger of attention. So take action and don't give them any attention. And this is my opinion. Whenever Ronaldo got hate, he replied by scoring a hat trick. Vinicius also should do the same. They're calling you monkey, score a hat trick on those bitches. What are they going to do? Like, once you score a hat trick, they'll be mentally destroyed. Like, they'll be like, we called him monkey, and then he made our whole squad look like baboons. So like that's how you end racism. They are racist, you smash their teams. You reply so harshly by by increasing your performance so much that they will never they're afraid to abuse you, because you are at that mental level that if they abuse you, it motivates you to crush them. And the other thing is Vinicius. Okay, Vinicius got a lot of support. I think I said I don't remember, but like even Pele back from the dead to support Vinicius, and there were loads of support in Brazil. The Christ the Redeemer statue got its lights turned off and blacked out to support Vinicius and stuff. But it's kind of weird that when it happened to Vinicius in La Liga, because maybe it's a bigger club and Real Madrid is a bigger team and Vinicius is a bigger player. But from what I remember, a week ago, Lukaku faced the same racism where Juventus fans were calling him racial slurs. Like I'll put a picture right now, and Lukaku did celebrate after scoring a goal. He did a shush celebration, and he got sent off for it by referees. And nobody like people cared, but it's not to the same extent. And it was worse that the referee punished Lukaku for reacting. Like, and it's not like maybe it's a mistake by the referee and the Serie A doesn't agree with that. Serie A inter appealed and Serie A didn't do anything for it. They didn't like they didn't do anything for it, and they said yes, it should be a red card. And what kind of mentality is that? That when Lukaku does it, less people care. When Vinicius does it, every person on the planet Earth is like, I am with Vinicius. Serie A players have been placed, Lukaku and Serie A players have been facing racism for a long time, and nobody acts on it. So, are you supporting Vinicius because you you condemn racism, or are you supporting Vinicius because he is a big player and you get more likes? And that's that's the weird thing. In my opinion, it's like 50-50, 90% of the people are doing it for clout. That I'll support Vinicius, people will like me. I'll be like, or like virtue signal. I am supporting someone who's facing racism. Yes, I'm really great. I'm great. I'm condemning people who are racist. But the same thing happened to a week ago and you didn't do anything. You didn't say anything. You didn't put a story. Like it's I don't know if it's disgusting or maybe nobody knew about Lukaku because he's less famous of a club of a player, but it's kind of weird. And okay, so another thing is that first thing that the La Liga president is a joke. Like okay, I'll quote him because I don't want to butcher what he said. So when he tweeted to Vinicius that telling Vinicius to inform himself on La Liga's jurisdiction and role in racism cases and chiding him for twice not meeting with him to discuss the matter. The Brazilian said, I'm Brazilian, I mean Vinicius. Once again, instead of criticizing racism, the president of La Liga shows our social media to attack. I am not your friend to talk with about racism. I want action, punishment. Hashtag don't move. And that's the exact mentality of all La Liga presidents and all these organizations where they're willing to talk as much as possible, but they won't take action. So I'll end by saying that I think it's time to stop talking about racism and it's time to act. Thank you.